Welcome to Washington State's Social Emotional Learning module. I'm State Representative Tana Senn, an enthusiastic advocate for social and emotional learning in our schools. My legislative colleagues and I are committed to helping Washington schools have the tools and resources needed to support implementation of social emotional learning in all schools across our state. If you are watching this video, you're more than likely aware of the body of research that supports the incredibly positive impact social emotional learning has for our children and their ability to learn. Although there is strong research-based evidence that social emotional skills support academic success, policymakers, parents, and even educational professionals may still be unaware of the powerful, positive influence social emotional learning can have, not only for students, but also for the adults who interact with them. In order to teach SEL, or social emotional learning, effectively, adults need to possess the same SEL skills they expect to see from their students. I first learned about the importance of SEL a few years ago in my role as a mom. My parents and grandmother all died within a 13-month period. While it was hard on me, my elementary school-age kids struggled with the loss, their feelings of grief, and the fear of who was going to die next. Luckily for us, their teachers and school counselor stepped in to offer support. While we were away at funerals, their classmates learned about empathy, so my kids were comforted instead of made to feel awkward when they returned to school. In addition, the counselor met one-on-one with my children as needed, and their classroom teachers helped them identify and handle the periodic sadness and grief that would bubble up at various unexpected times. As a state legislator and policymaker, I quickly began to think of other students who might be in similar or even more critical circumstances who needed these SEL skills and supports. Youth struggling with homelessness, abuse, neglect, divorce, mental illness, drug abuse, domestic violence, or simply just learning how to fit in. Even in my conversations with business leaders, they often cite empathy, critical thinking, decision-making, and teamwork as top skills they are looking for in their employees. I have come to believe SEL is a necessary component of workforce development. In Washington State, we recognize that SEL is important for all children, whether they come from intact families, have special needs, or are impacted by a variety of traumatic experience. That is why we have developed this educational module, to equip our educational professionals with an understanding of why SEL is important. We have much work yet to do, and this module is one of many important and exciting steps in this process. It brings together a vast compilation of information from current research, cultural experts, and practitioners, many of who are currently implementing SEL in their schools and communities. I welcome you to our Washington State SEL module and appreciate you making the time to engage in this personal and professional learning process. I hope it aids you in expanding your understanding of how to implement social emotional learning skills in your classrooms, your schools, and your districts. I wish you the very best in your learning journey, and I thank you greatly for your interest and commitment to this important work.